channel. So I hope you enjoyed last week's vlog. This week is not gonna be a vlog because I've been inside. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then I'm gonna update you on what's happening. So I went to Florida last weekend to see my friends, and I decided I was going to go to the gym. Now, I don't understand who goes to the gym while on vacation. Makes no sense to me, but I did it, and as a result, I injured my knee. I'm feeling much better now. You went to the doctor, got some painkillers, and the girl is a little bit ready to go. I have to do physio though, so that's the sad part. I have to do physio, but you know what? It's okay. We're taking it one day at a time, and we're gonna get that knee back to health. Great. So, oh God, come back with the burp, man. Manners. But yeah, so as you can see from the title of this video, it is a get ready for bed with me skin routine. I am actually doing my winter routine now. I've adapted a few things, learned a lot more about my skin and just how to treat it. So yes, I do have different skin routines. I have a Jamaica skin routine and then I have a winter skin routine. I mean, I don't have one main ingredient, but I'm hoping to get it like next week or next 2 weeks, just to go back up with me. But yeah, and while I'm gonna be doing my skin routine and showing you guys everything, we're gonna be talking about dating in Jamaica versus dating in the US. So subscribe for more content. We're coming back with the boom, 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 boom. Gotta get it, boom, boom. Yeah, so we're coming back with the boom, we're coming back with the zest, and enjoy the video. So you guys know the first thing I have to do is just to get my face a little bit damp. I feel like my product takes it better. I'm not doing my face rough. I never cut hair, so I really don't want to get the band-aid wet. You know when you get band-aid wet, you just feel icky. Like it gives me the ick, and the girls are not working with the ick in 2023. So the first thing I'm going to do actually is cleanse, and I've upgraded my cleanser from CeraVe. The last time I showed you guys, and I was calling it Crave. Or I don't remember what I was calling it, but you guys really commented the F out of the name of it, and I'm using that girl, the roach pussy. Like, one thing with the roach vagina, I'll come try and help the girl face. You don't know that? So, La Roche-Posay is my winter cleanser, and it is so gentle. I literally felt the difference within like one use. So, it's strong. Anyway, let's pump out. What does it look? So we have the 2 pumps. We'll get into it. To be fair, I did not really date in Jamaica, I'm gonna put that out there because Jamaican culture. You have a one where you like him like you, everybody jealous or everything, and I feel like that's a really bad way how to do things a bad way to do things because you don't get to truly experience people and knowing what you like versus what you don't like because we're such in a rush to have this major commitment and saying, I am man this, I am man that. Another reason is I genuinely didn't give a lot of men the dating chance, like, married that sad kind of stuff. But I never went out on dates when I was here. So, the only experience I have is talking to these men for like 1 to 4 months, and then I say, why? I want to say, So, that I forget cut. Like, wash my face. So I'm an air dry girl. I really don't like patting my face. I don't know. I probably have something against it, but I just love my face being air dried. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna chop that weight. But yeah, as I was saying, I never really given people the opportunity to date me in quotes because okay, let me start off by saying what I define dating as. So I define dating as, going out with people, having a good time. That's number one. Having a good time, just seeing what's out there, seeing what you like, what you don't like. And I feel like it's just an all-around experience. And I feel like a lot of women, well, men, women, sorry, are being robbed of not dating in Jamaica. You know, I say some people are pick it up one, two places, but like men generally, well, in my opinion, men generally like to bring women out, like when them serious with them. You have some men who would be like, oh, do you want to go to dinner? Like, you have them, you know, but when I find them, so let me start there. I also like my dating experience in Jamaica is kind of weird because, like, yeah, met up to go him and we give him a little chance and stuff. And, you know, we obviously we were like, I just don't think it's healthy that we're just, you know, like locking down with these people and, yeah, like we're locked down with the people here for how long? I want to experience anybody else, and when you experience other people, they will call it demon because you talk to Joe, and then you go up on a date with Mark, and I mean, know like Mark see you out with Peter, and then it's just this whole bag of rigmarole. When in truth and in fact, I feel like, you know, just going out and enjoying these people's company is a very important thing, especially in like your early 20s. So early 20s, late 20s, anytime I date, whatever. So people date for two different reasons. You have people who date for fun, you have people who date with intentions of like being married, being in a relationship, and being fully committed, having kids, like all that jazz. And so you have to know, define what you want for dating, and then you also have to date people who align with what you are looking for from your dating experience, because again, everybody's dating experience is different. Now in Jamaica, like, man just want one bam, thank you, man. You know, them just want have sex and everything. I mean, like, even if foreign like men just want to have sex too, but I feel like a lot of times they're more inclined to like, oh hey, let's go out. As well as some man in Jamaica, how do I say it? I like dating in foreign better because at least in Jamaica, people not go over because I'm darker, and that's something I've actually experienced. I've actually experienced that for true. You have men who would like talk to me to say, hey, you know, I'd have sex with you. But when it comes down to like actual dating, they like lighter skinned women, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, like that's your preference, but it's like, don't bring me along because you know you're genuinely not like interested in me. Because the thing is, it never starts off as them saying, oh, you know, I just wanna get freaky in the sheets. They are starting off with the intention of like, you know, being like really nice and want to go out and just all up in me, and I just really appreciate people being straightforward. So it's like, do you want to hit? So I can say no, like I'm not saying no, period. But maybe they're playing the game because most of them say no. And even if they play the long game, I'm still say no. Anyway, so wait, let me pause for guys. Comment if you've actually dated successfully in Jamaica. Like you go out with multiple people, you and them do the fun things, even though there's not much fun things to do in Jamaica than like go dinner or whatever. But the man inviting you to a party is not a date, ladies. Take it from now. The man inviting you to a party is not a date, because how are you gonna hear him over the music? How are you gonna hear him over the music? Anyway, so yeah, so like my foreign dating experience, I was obviously exposed to a lot more men of culture, well, different cultures. So like you have the South Asians, you have the white men, you have African Americans, of course. You have Spanish men, well, Hispanic men. What else you have? You have Asian men, which are there. I'm not really sure about this. Every type of them man there. I was ready to go out. Like when they near me, I say, you know what? Ready. So how I actually started dating in New York is my friend Leah. She's coming to New York about a week or two after I went up. She was coming to visit, and we were making all these plans and saying, you know, we're gonna like sit down at cafes, and she's gonna do a little work, and do good at her job and stuff. So we're gonna sit down at a cafe, she's gonna do a little work, and she's like, this is what you're gonna be doing. And I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna do my friend, I'm gonna be hanging out with you. And she's like, nah, you need to do something to pass the time. I was like, What do you mean? So she suggested that I download dating apps, go on dates, and then when we have like our sit downs in the city, we just talk about them and them, you know, my experiences and everything. So I was like, all right, cool. I remember one of my friends, a couple of my friends, talking about Hinge, and I was like, okay, let me download Hinge because these seem to be where men are. And I actually saw a TikTok that says most New York people meet on Hinge, which is kind of crazy because everybody's always walking up and down in the city. No, I personally deleted Hinge because I'm not interested in meeting my man or who's supposed to be my man online. Like if I meet him on Instagram, Twitter, fine, but we don't meet him on a dating app. Like, I walk in the streets of Manhattan, or I'm coming to a restaurant or in a supermarket. Like, you know, they meet cute there. I want to meet cute, you know. So it's kind of like, yeah. When the people then say, oh, no meet, I'm saying this, I'm a book up with boy in the supermarket, or we accidentally take the wrong cab, or we're in the same train cart. Like, I feel like New York just have so much, you know, different things about the city. Why we can't meet man? Why we can't meet man there? Anyway, so, but when I was actively like using the app and everything, first of all, some of these jigaboos who match with me, I'm just like, this is so disrespectful. Girl, look at me. Look, yeah. Jesus, my face so dry. But may I say, yeah, like, Papa me? Or the boy for the lads? Anyway, so matched with a few people, and I remember the first date I went on, he was an African man. He was Nigerian. And let's talk about it. This man, first of all, he's short. When I mean short, guys, like if you've seen me in person, I am tiny. He's probably like 2 inches taller than me, and that they really pissed me off. I mean, I said, okay, cool. And then him ugly. So like in picture them, they look nice and he have a nice smile and everything. He did have a nice smile, but he was ugly. Like, sir, get on my face. Anyway, so the fact that he was short, they just really throw me off in the first place. I mean, I said, girl, you're not coming friend for just talking to a short man. But I realized that short men are the norm in foreign. I don't mean short men like men under 6 feet. And I had to get used to that. So now my average, I used to love men 6 feet and over, sorry. And I'm 5'2", let's keep this in mind. But no, I kind of like men who are like 5'7", 5'8", like that's my sweet spot because they're still taller than me, but you know, we don't look nowhere. But there's no one man who look like 2 preschooler walk, you know, down fucking Madison Avenue. You get me? So moving on. So we're on the date, and the first thing about that guy that threw me off was the fact that he invited me upstairs to his apartment. Like he wanted me to meet him at his apartment because the restaurant that we were going to was probably a block over. I was like, all right, fine. I'll take the Uber. I'll meet at a restaurant. He's like, oh, I'm going to my apartment, you know. And I was like, nah. So if you think about something, think again. And he's like, oh, do you want to come upstairs? No, I'm okay. And what's worse is that when I got there and I called him, he wasn't answering. So I was like, all right, man, go ahead. But like the lights, you know, they were so nice. I'm like, take picture. And he came and he's like, oh, I never heard my phone ring. I was like, good for you. Anyway, so we're in the restaurant and we're ordering drinks, right? I ordered a margarita on the rocks because I've been to foreign long enough, and mind you, this man lives in France. I've been to foreign long enough to know that on the rocks doesn't mean like a regular margarita. Like when you go to the kind of a margarita, they was like frozen or on the rocks, regular margarita, regular, just with ice. He orders a frozen margarita, right? And I was like, not the bitch drank. So he orders a frozen margarita. And hold on, face dry. Yes, like, I want frozen margarita. Wait, hold on. So I'm using the glycolic exfoliating toner from Good Molecules. This is my first time using it actually. I'm a niacinamide branding toner girl, but they had a new toner I wanted to try it out. And I love Good Molecules. Like they can get my coins all the time. It's just $14. And when I just started using this, it used to burned my face, like my skin was stripping. My face was red, like it burnt me so bad. I'm still using the comments I got to see through my boy. And I actually don't use a cotton with this. I just pour a little of the drops in my hand. Hold on. So I pour a little drops in my hand. Do this. And then I just like pat it into my face. You know? Yeah. It makes my skin like, why it like make it turn over enough layers. Anyway, so man orders a frozen margarita. The drinks come out. He goes, oh, it's frozen. The waitress was like, yes, he ordered a frozen margarita. So now I'm looking at him sideways because I'm like, what is this man gonna do? And he's like, oh, I didn't think it was gonna be this frozen. You know, I don't want it anymore. No, the worst thing you can actually do when I'm there, so I'm waiting for it to dry and it's clean, you know? The worst thing you can do when I'm actually there is to order something that's exactly as is and then say you want to change it. Like, that's just an American thing to do. And so you're a Nigerian, let's go with that. Anyway, so, you know, I looked past it because I was like, it's a date, just getting to know this person. And I have no interest in, you know, having an actual relationship with this man. So, whatever, you know, it don't really matter to me. Let me eat some blowout food, you see? Anyway, we eat some food and we're walking out to the restaurant and I call my Uber because I'm like, yo, I'm ready to leave. Because this man is trying to hold my hand while we walk out and everything. I'm going to say, not with the shits, not with the shits, not with the shits. Because you guys know one thing about me, I'm not with anything. Tell me why. So this is the next thing I'm going to use. The Paula's Choice Exfoliator. It says exfoliator, I was going to say that. It is literally my favorite thing. What's that? It's literally one of my favorite products. I've had this bottle for 2 years. I've had this bottle for 2 years and it's not done yet. But because I barely use it, and when I do use it, I use it like twice a week. I'm going to drop little drops. This is something I used to use a cotton pad with, but I use my fingertips now because it's a, you know. Oh, it says with a cotton pad. Okay, cool. But we're not a cotton pad. Yo, that's right now work. I joke it work. But yeah, so Uber comes now, and this man is telling me back. I was like, yo, later, you know, oh, my general people. Why did the man kiss me? Why did the man kiss me? I mean, I said, like, this is the worst thing could ever do to me. Out of nowhere, and I left, and I did not message that man again because I'm saying to myself, how dare you? You don't know me from Adam, you don't know me from Eve, and you're gonna put your lips on my lips? What are we? What are we? Not that. Anyway, so quickly drop in, and I was like, yo, friend man never sense, you know. Then I was like, but you know, I'm in foreign, why am I dating black men only? Let me try somebody else. I have so much dating stories. I really have to make like a dating series. But yeah. So I want to talk about 2 men now though. Well, a few. Anyway, so I say, yo, I need to like spread my horizon. And then I matched with this guy. And he was Korean. Matched with this Korean guy. And he was like a basketball player and he was a man and just like in face structure like me a buzz because guys, and let's just be for real, we know the Koreans be bossing. Oh yeah, what? You know? Me and Mr. Chen. I'm Jamaican, like everybody either named Chen or Chen. Me say me and Mr. Chen. I go see what I'm going. Alright, so this is gonna stay on for 20 minutes. I am going to pause, come back to get the rest of the story. Honestly, I'm not gonna make it sound long because I'm tired. Like it is 2:17 a.m. Anyway, Next product I'm gonna use is the discoloration correcting serum. One of my faves. Like, you have to be really patient with her though. Like, she works slow, but she's effective. And so she works slow, but she's effective. And when I apply it at night in the affected areas. Yo, do you even know right now? Yo, I just be using these things like restyling, but even though I don't know them, I joke. I don't know where they're supposed to be like applied outside of my face. So anyway, so meet the Asian boy. Let me really talk about Asian Korean guy because you know, whenever we went on one date to like this fried chicken spot, and it was nice. I could see that he was like really wanting to kiss me that night. But I never like when I make them look, so I say, yeah. I never like when I make them look, like, you know? But I like that in foreign I have more options in Jamaica. I don't think I could date a Korean man in Jamaica. Unless like I went to Campion and like my parents are like some very, very, very uptown people. Like my chance of dating a Korean man in Jamaica would have been so slim. So thank God for that. But let me tell y'all about the Chinese guy, right? So I'm actually this Chinese guy, and I was like, he's 5'7", and in front of him tall, and like there's a picture on his profile where in front of him hoist him up in the air, and I said, okay, cool. When I say, I think long about time like Nathaniel, you are being open. So that was one thing I went into dating with. Because when I was talking to men in Jamaica, I was just talking to my type. If he ain't dark, if he ain't tall, if he's not skinny, then that's not my man. Period. Like, those are the only men that I work with. Anyway, so I was being open this time. I was like, it doesn't have to be a type, just go have a good time. And to be fair, I've had very positive dating experiences dating men who aren't my type. And my friend Carrie would agree, big up myself, Carrie would agree. But yeah, so me and Mr. China, because he's from China. His parents are from China, but he's fully American. We'll match. And people when I tell you that this guy is so sweet, but the thing is we only speak for a couple hours for the day because his job, he works 12 hours and he works at a prison. So he's one like the corrections officer there. So when I'm going, you know, he can't have a phone or whatever. So I'm telling you, people must go to punches, you know, a thing. So I must say, I don't know how prison work, when I get locked up. Yeah. So the boys are gonna say, you can't use his phone between certain hours, 12 hours for the day. So like him shift would start 6 o'clock p.m. Him can't use him phone till 6 a.m. Well, 6:20 a.m. when he come out the prison and everything. So I said, alright, daddy, no problem, pops. Me and the boy go good, and the boy come look for me all the time, on him day off them. The boy is sweet, have a good time, and I really liked him because I was like, when I showed my friend him, I showed Carrie him, I was like, Carrie, look, look Chinese boy on me on date, and she's like, I really didn't expect this from you. And I was like, say, because everybody know me. If it's not tall, if he's not dark, if he's not skinny, and that's not a man. And she said, yeah man, I really like the dating experiences though. I mean, I said, yeah, you know, girl, well, go on. Anyway, so people who don't know say, we're going on good, and like in the process, I met this Italian guy. Well, we had that Chinese guy we're talking, but me I go with the Italian guy. What do we call him Italian? Like he's from Italian, but he's straight up white, right? We're still dating to this day, but this was in like November. Yes, this was in November, and I was going out with the Italian, the white guy, and Mr. Chin had the day off and he wanted to spend the time with me. Then I realized that Mr. Chin did that try move really fast, meaning he wanted Rati, look, I'm gonna use a product on the thing. So this is the hyaluronic acid serum. If you have dry skin, this is your girl. This small bottle lasts for 2 months and I use it twice a day. They have a bigger bottle. It's $6 by the way. They have a bigger bottle and that one is $12. Very, very effective. I'm telling you, like within those 2 months of using it, my face felt really, really plump. So my dry skin girlies, run, don't walk to good molecules. If you live in foreign, they're readily available in Ulta. Anyway, so Ross, yeah. So let me try a little bit. So go with the boy and the boy the one but he didn't want to get a little bit fast. Like he wanted us to get a room together because we still living in parents, right? So he wanted us to get a room at a hotel together and spend the night. But everybody knows spend the night. I mean, I'm not trying to spend the night at the time I was celibate. Let me talk about like I'm not celibate now. But yeah, so he wanted to spend the night and I was dodging it and everything. So the day I was going on a date with the Italian guy, the white guy, I was supposed to meet him that day, but me and my friend were going to look at an apartment as well as I had something to do for my aunt. Now I'm using the COS RX. Hey, listen, besides that's why I don't know how to pronounce the name now. That I don't know how to pronounce the name for real. But COS RX. I'm using their Snail 92 all-in-one cream. I heard it was really great. The girls on TikTok were raving about it. Again, I don't really love her, but you know what? I'm giving her a try, right? Because you know me, I'm being open to things. I'm almost half the jar. And I don't know if you like, when I just started using it, yeah, I was like frightened. But I'm trying to get into Korean skincare because it focuses heavily on moisture. And as I said, like I'm a dry skin girly. So yeah. Anyway, so but they get too busy to text the boy and you know, I message him and say, hey, well, it's a bit busy today, but I'm in the city. Just came from brunch, which is something I was like, just came from brunch and it ended late because me and the boy they go on white party. The boy came go on all white clothes, pussy clothes. Yeah, so the guy messaged me and you know that I talk on the train while the train was delayed. So I was like to him, you know, at that time, guys, my grandfather had just died like 2 days before. So I was talking to him and I was saying, this is Mr. Chin, you know. And I said, Mr. Chin, boy, if you want to look away, say, you know, my grandfather dead and I'm realizing that I'm having a little bit of like bad habits that I'm picking up to cope with the death. Like, even though my grandfather not really close, I feel want to look away because I feel bad for my father. The man said to me, say, so you're using your grandfather's death to be a shitty communicator? Mind you, one day, barely communicate with him now. One day, the boy said, I get that your granddad died, but life goes on. And he went on an entire rant about me being a terrible person. And this was me looking at my phone. Like I still have the text messages now. I don't know, I just don't delete these things. But I still look at the text. I don't still look at it, but I look at the text message and I'm like, oh my god, I felt so bad. I just said, okay, good night. Like my something else, the word feelings. I'm gonna say I was too drunk to even like respond properly. Cause I remember say, you know when I drunk, I end up on your phone screen and everything just the rest of the keyboard up there so, but like the screen there right there so, and then sometimes I jump off of the face of the phone. Like, there's too much things are going when you jump and I say, yo, can't be sitting on was. Anyways, I showed it to my friend and my friend was like, this man is an asshole, and I was like, you are so fucking right. And I'm messaging the next day and I'm like, what you said was so insensitive and I don't want to continue talking to you anymore, because how can you really know that I'm grieving and you would look in your phone screen and say something like that to me, and where's one long paragraph? And as the avoidant girl that I am, you know, when I read that up to this day from November and to the February, it's like, and when I read that shit, like, because I don't think there's anything that you can say for just, you know, get away from that. Because as me saying I don't want to do this anymore, he started his paragraph with I agree. I'm almost I say, yo, in agreement, you know, like contract signed, consideration after everything up on the table. We just need to walk away, you know. Anyway, so the last thing that I do, which is very essential to my winter routine, I do it now because I feel like my face needs a little bit extra moisture. I wasn't doing it in the first couple weeks I was here in Jamaica. But big up to Ashley, my skincare girl, for suggesting this. And it is called Slugging, where you put a little, I think I have too much though. You put a little aquaphor. Some people can use Vaseline, you know, over your face. And you just trap in everything where you just do. So you see the serum them and the moisture. So this is like a protectant seal over my face. You use a little bit because it's thick. So you know, like when you use if you use aquaphor on your foot, it says baby, but one thing about it, baby, the baby that I share. But yeah, you know when you put aquaphor on your foot and you put on some socks and you lay down sleep and the aquaphor does smoky out the skin. I saw your face. But yeah, but that is two. Well, that was two of my two of my many dating stories. When you come back and tell me about the second Nigerian man who was 40, and then when you tell me about the Hispanic man who was like Puerto Rican and Ecuadorian, because he was just all time, he was like a pervert. You know, tell me about the African Americans, but I got them treated, you know, a separate video. So guys, like, just be braced. You know, comment below if you'd actually date an Asian guy, if you've ever dated an Asian guy, and how was the experience. Because I feel like what I really like about dating in the US is I don't know if it's like a fetish. I don't know if it's like a fetishization. I'm not gonna pronounce it again. I'm not gonna pronounce it again. But the men there are just so in awe of black women. They just make you feel like extremely beautiful. Like when I tell you that Chinese guy before he got really rotten, he literally looked at me in adoration. He met us at the more I pull out the stops in people. He just really and truly adored me, and that's why like when he said what he said. But if he one way, but come here, I say like him treat me real good, and we've just been having a great time where all this is coming from. Like, please, baby boy, don't piss me off. Do not piss me off. But anyway, comment your thoughts below if you've dated in Jamaica, dated abroad, dating in a country, like any country you live in. How is the dating culture there? I want to know. Let's talk and interact down below. And thanks for tuning in to me for another week. I'll see you next week. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next week, but I'll be doing something. I'm looking for a yellow bone long hair star. You know, I'm going to do a weekly vlog. So I'll see you guys next week.